Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast. I'm your host, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to a glorious 1v1 on Nexus. In the east, it is VonIvan fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here with the 2nd Armored Division tasked with breaking through the German lines in the west, held by PFC. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 116th Panzer Division, Winhund straight into Spearhead, featuring 250-7 mortar aftacks, Panzer Tactician, reconnaissance overflight, fragmentation bombs, and the Tiger tank version. These that is VonIvan's mechanized with mechanized groups, 761 Shermans, mortar half-tracks of his own, cavalry riflemen, and the combined arms ability. We've got infantry bulletins here with a bit of mine as well for PFC in the west. So Grenadier MD42 versus Start. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my parents, supporters, these champions and heroes who keep me in the business. You too can join their illustrious ranks by pledging on Patreon or donate via PayPal. Links are in the video description. Nice, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Keep things lively. So, after the races here, both plays seems a bit south-focused here, though. Interesting enough, PFC is dispensing a lone MD42 northwards, so that is definitely a bit risky. I mean, if it works out, it works out, but if it backfires, it could actually cost him an MD42 pretty early on here. So there's definitely some risk there in doing what he's doing, but again, if it works, it's going to be great. We got the Ralph coming towards us in here for VonIvan, 2nd squad also there already, so might be VonIvan's lining up to deliver some bludgeonings in the center there to strike for the heart of the German force here. 2nd Grenadier Squad there for PFC, and the 3rd Panzer Grenadier Company of the 116th Panzer Division, which was a division formed up from the remnants of the 16th Panzer Grenadier Division, which had been shattered on the eastern front and utilizing the elements, I think it was the 111th Ersatz- und Ausbildungsabteilung, or Panzerabteilung specifically, training replacement battalion for tank crews, which was more or less like a coastal fortifications unit as well, sort of there. So that became the 116th Panzer Division. That was a bit of a fun one there as well. And as the war went on, it was not uncommon for the Germans to use shattered divisions to, form up new divisions, so that way use the veterans, so that way form a crucial core there, to that way help with experience. Grenadiers with the reactions there. Up north, we got the Grenadiers with the Rifle there, charging in there. M1 Garand's plunging into the Germans, but the Kar-9TK strike back pretty hard. We got the Punies as well here. The Rifle Squad, though, suffers quite aggressively due to being no cover, so even in light cover there. As light cover can, provide quite a bonus as well, but you may not think so. It basically just received accuracy, but even like, being harder to hit can at the right time be quite significant. 3rd Grenadier Squad there for PFC, Pioneers closing in, then we got the MD40 pushing northwards here. VonIvan is on the back foot here as the German division army here goes in full swing. We got cavalry rifle here for VonIvan. Imagine we'll be seeing some time to submachine guns from soon enough. In the south here, Grenadiers grabbing points here away from VonIvan as well here. Freedom buckles under the relentless blows of the German army. Troops sending out here for VonIvan. Ralph Squad there being slowly built out as the MD42 continues to unleash torrent after torrent of lead in the general direction. Managed to avoid getting suppressed because of the heavy cover, which all provides a significant suppression bonus against suppression. South gun is going for the fuel point there. We got a force there in the moving end. Grenadier Squad there providing some spotting there. PFC has tagged up, so of course that's VonIvan. But there you go, nice flank of the Ralph Squad. Do we get grenades here for VonIvan? Nope, we do get mechanized command post. Machines are going to retreat. And Grenadier Squad's force away in there. Go cavalry, I've got in the center. Could push. Yeah, they're going to force the Grenadiers away. They just do not have the firepower to stop them. Up close, the cavalry rifling will dominate the Grenadiers without question. And PFC very wise retreat, but that of course now means his entire front line has collapsed here as VonIvan took the exposed PFC and slapped him back into place. PFC, those got the like to mechanized company on the way. You're probably looking at an armoured car here to hit back at VonIvan, the 222, and we got VonIvan here with a fast M20 utility car. That's certainly going to be more of an incentive as well for PFC to go for the 222. No light machines going to so I'd imagine here versus all of, VonIvan's troops, a fast light machine gun would be a great investment. Also worth noting, VonIvan not bothering with the fuel point, directly going straight first for the car point, that way denying PFC much more swiftly access to his fuel point. And then you can also use it as less you grab the fuel point. So tactically, I think that makes sense. We've got a flamethrower up here though for PFC, but that's also a good addition by the way. But still, no light machine guns for the Grenadiers. I would have figured a fast light machine would be prime choice here. Again, aggressive machine gun plan VonIvan here is ready for it. He's got the unit hiding around here. And there you go, ambush the machine gun, but he chose his timing a bit poorly. Right before it sets up, they're giving PFC a chance to get away there. Had he waited just a bit longer there, he could have wiped it and still. He still wipes it, but he won't be able to grab it. But again, so slightly missed opportunity in the south here. Grenadiers pushing forwards. No armoured car yet, but he's going to need it here. Versus VonIvan pretty swiftly here. And you also need to grab XMD42. There we go. Pioneers on the job. M20 strikes in. We got the 229 for PFC and the 116th. Northern fuel pump being seized there by VonIvan. Even as he's continuing away the south here for now to the Germans. So not without a fight here. We got the M20 utility car proving to be a significant headache here for PFC and his grenadiers. 2-2 halfway done. So, ground points here. Pioneers also ground points. They'll need to retreat them soon. They are down to 3 men. Quick wipe here would be disastrous for PFC, since just not just lose the Pioneers, but crucially, also the Flamethrower. Got the troops on the move here. Grab the center there. Back here, troop reinforcing. Ambulance way to provide healing. Almost got the Telemine down here, but definitely feels a bit risky, considering, you know, what is effectively like defending the Pioneer as he's building that. Laying down the mines there. Pack 40 here for PFC. He's definitely concerned about a full-up Stuart light tank here for VonIvan. Or just the M20 breaking through. Makes sense. There you go, Telemine down. Needs to retreat those Pioneers. Schnell. North the machine, grab the point here. Definitely an interesting approach here, but we've seen how he's sort of handling his units here. Grab the southern field point here. Heading northward, slowly looking to envelop their VonIvan's northern positions. Pack 40 almost done, reinforcing. Pioneers as well, still no sign of the Panzerabwehrkanone. Oh, not Panzerabwehrkanone, I mean LMD-42 in there. Go machine caught up the Raubscorp, but the Raubscorp itself getting caught with the armored car. And the Grenadiers here, and there we go. Pops the anti-tank rifle and the MD-40 of armored car. Nonsense if I said MD-42, but still push them away here. A lot of quick trades in terrain between PFC and VonIvan. Pack 40 ready, and something went kaboom. And there's the M20 that hit the Telemine. So that was a great kill there for PFC. If we got the Stuart on the way, then that's obviously what he was probably hoping to take out, but still getting rid of the M20 like that is pretty helpful there for VonIvan. Allows at least for a brief while to focus on the infantry instead with the armoured car and pressure away VonIvan. As always, Telemines are a great investment, in particular for the Wehrmacht in the early game. Like a well-placed Telemine can be very helpful for you. Can easily be one of the best investments you can actually make in like the first 10 minutes of the game. Is like a well-placed Telemine is like just like an absolute ace key that tool there. Armored car catching the last squad pinned down there. Up north fighting for the fuel point here. Re-Echelon's using volley fire here. VonIvan is doing no methods here to defeat the Nazis. Pioneers pulling in though. And we go, that's forcing retreat. The Stuart light tank almost done here for VonIvan. I want to grab that northern victor point. There you go, Grenadiers in the way. Grab the center point, and we got the fuel in the south opening seized. Stuart light tank away for VonIvan. We got more Grenadiers here for PFC. We got one light machine upgrade there. Sandbagging up here. Got the center. So a lot of maneuvering here between VonIvan and PFC, and there goes Stuart light tank rolling head here for freedom and democracy. Going straight for those Grenadiers, but it's third time on a gun. Panzerfaust in return, damaging the engine of this venerable American light tank. Pack 40 positioned towards the center. MD4 sitting up as well here. Does mean while he is of course ready to push southwards or defend against any southern attack, does mean his northern front is wide open, meaning he could easily lose access to the fuel point again here to VonIvan. So VonIvan just ignores the center, he can just gain a resource advantage over PFC and throttle him out here. So definitely a bit risky there, definitely a bit risky. Grab the center here. Fix up the Stuart. Straight into the Grenadiers, then MD-42 here with the cavalry rifleman. Might want to move the armoured car and attack to help push off the echelons. He's moving in the Grenadiers, but not the armoured car. Interesting. There we go, at least got the fuel point there safe for now. As for VonIvan, we'll have to see what he does next. Yes, and there's a lot of fuel here though into light vehicles. This does mean that the PFC can at least maintain some sort of fuel parity. He can still get away there with faster tanks here than VonIvan in most circumstances. But if VonIvan's able to like dominate too much, even like, you know, all these light vehicles, it can easily like ensure that VonIvan just snowballs PFC. So it's definitely a bit risky. Pack 40 gets to get the Stuart, almost got the lieutenant here, and he does get the wipe there. A stinging blow there across the face of VonIvan. Medic bunker up here for PFC and the German army, the 1 and 16th Panzer Division, which is a fun fact, actually had to give up its Panther Battalion to the 2nd Panzer Division, which in return had to give up its Panther Battalion to the 21st Panzer Division. So, little fun side note there. Arriving southwards. Briefly consider another MG42. Oh, he's back to it. Okay, looks like he can't quite decide if he wants to take up. First, he wants to go for another machine gun, but he's definitely aiming up for like a fairly heavy sort of tier 1, tier 2 build with 4 gun. 2 heavy machine gun alongside the Pak 40 versus VonIvan. Arriving from the armored car now. PFC is very much more in the driver's seat against VonIvan. The victory points wise for VonIvan, and the 2nd Armored Division are definitely having the lead here of PFC. MG42 almost done. North 8 Grenadiers, especially 2 versus the Rifle Squad there. 50 cal on the way. No light artillery from either side. No mortars or anything like that. Got a nice flank here by VonIvan though. Made great use of the train again with the rifle, but this time this Pioneer is ready, so full split short. Of course, also worth noting the BARs, the increase in the firepower of his infantry and pretty much every range for the BAR. Very good upgrade. Pak 40 shooting at the Stuart, not quite landing. Racing to the centre there. Up north, the Grenadiers falling back. But the situation is starting to look stronger and stronger here for PFC against VonIvan. VonIvan definitely needs to be very, very careful. In fact, he's close to losing pretty much all of his infantry here, which would be a large blow to the stomach. Finding some tech there for PFC. VonIvan is also taking up though. So he's definitely not about to lose momentum here versus PFC in that sense. He's going to try and keep up. And this PFC is steadily looking to like build up more advantage against VonIvan, so definitely looking a bit dangerous here for the freedom-loving Americans against the German army. MG42 base in the centre, in the south. Tech almost done. Stood roaming about in the south. We also got a mine here from the M6. Oh my! The M6 anti-tank mine. Now, we'll have to see if anything fun comes out of that, because that can immobilize, you know, any tank. It can also take out a light vehicle. In that regard, it's basically a better Teller mine, or a better Regal mine, since the Regal mine can, of course, do the same thing, but doesn't do as much damage as the M6 anti-tank mine. I'm not entirely sure why, but... Good shot from the Pak 40 and the Stuart. Major out there for VonIvan. So if VonIvan can somehow like bait whatever like bait tank PFC got planned into this mine, there's actually hopes here for VonIvan to turn the game around. There's actually some serious hopes there. But it's such a rare sight to see these mines used at all. Pak 40 gun is when we got the armoured car rushing against the Rifle Squad there. Absolutely meeting them with a hailstorm of lead and German insults. Back here's a Pomacop there for PFC. Thumbs up. Can soon go for a Panther 4 in fact here versus VonIvan. They could also try and rush on Ostwind, honestly. Ostwind would be quite nasty for VonIvan as well to deal with. Further extending pressure into the south. Up north we got more troops. We've got the MG43 called in set up to defend the northern sector here against any immediate incursions, though significant pressure here would overwhelm the machine gun, particularly with the threat of artillery from the Major. And I think PFC's realising this, starting to reposition things a bit, though. You can soon go for the Panther 4, which should help shore things up. Look, okay, apparently decided to move into the 50 cal there. That's... I'm not entirely sure what was the idea there by PFC. But yeah, now PFC's got overall map control here versus VonIvan. 2 sending out the Racing Rifle Squad, Panther 4 on the way there for PFC. Panzerkampfwagen 4. Grabbing the point here with the Rifle Squad, which by the way has also been upgraded with a BAR, increasing the firepower further. In the south here, striking force with the counterattack force against the London Grenadiers, easily pushing them aside. Panther 4 halfway done now. Up north, more pressure. We got the Pioneers now holding up here. PFC is quickly buckling. He has most of his forces back at base. There's definitely some awkward timings here by him. And VonIvan is, of course, like any judicious commander, rapidly exploiting it. Anti-tank rocking out the armoured car again. Still some time to go before they can get out of the armour. Meanwhile, PFC's tank is right around the corner here. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen 4 gefechtsbereit here. He falls to the 50 cal. Mortar for VonIvan. Against the Mania. Armor piercing round, so incendiary armor piercing round to be specific. Tearing through the Lee echelons there. Been caught here by the 5th cal as well, though. And the Stuart that's going to force me to retreat. Also got a big swing here as well in the south. And I'm really hitting hard at PFC southern flank, which is fairly weak here, even as he's like swinging hard in the north here. We could see the machine wipe. There'd be another machine here for VonIvan, which could definitely become a problem for PFC fast, depending on the circumstances. And of course, worth noting in neither side. Oh, we actually do have a mortar for VonIvan. He has committed his light artillery. Thumbs up. They're diving to the base of the Panther 4. VonIvan look. PFC looking to get the wipe there. He's kept an extended Panther 4 loose instead. Again, it's incentive to be caught in the 5th colour Stuart light tank. Air reconnaissance, of course, quickly gives a good idea how to maybe react here to VonIvan's moves. VonIvan can go for a regular Sherman now, though of course he may be planning the 76mm Sherman here instead. And we got another MD42 for PFC. Armored car flank MD42 of course at the Stuart. Good hit from the Pack 4 on the Stuart light tank, Pack 4 flank from the north. Good shot there. Panther driving southwards here, almost got the MD42, but no, it gets away. Bazooka team out on the major here. Handling for German Panzers. Spots the Panther 4. There we go, several hits in the sidearm of the Panther 4 causes significant structural damage. Pioneers are being absolutely sawn apart here by intense American firepower. We almost got a wipe here on the Pioneers, which would be, yeah, devastating for PFC. He has no way of preparing his Panther 4 now. He's going to need to replace the Pioneers, and actually, you should actually consider more Pioneers at this point. I mean, we get a Jackson tank store for now. It's actually expecting the Sherman here, but the Jackson, of course, is also a popular choice with its range, penetration, and other such things. Mortar lands a decent hit, but need to retreat that. Yeah, PFC will need to prioritize more Pioneers now. I think getting any more tanks without Pioneers right now would be highly questionable, I think risky. Very risky.
We're losing a capture point.
There we go, Pioneers for PFC. Thumbs up to that. Last squad here, being 4-2, Pack 4 lands a great shot through the Stuart light tank, punching cleanly through the frontal armour. The South Hitch is looking to flank around the Germans here, and Rav squad pinned down out in the open. Screaming for assistance and inquiring why the officer decided to attack head on across open ground like that. MD42, those gunnies up north. Got another flank here, could activate the northern fuel point, perhaps with limited resistance here. There's one Grenadier squad. So, depending on how he does it, he gets it pushed away, and there you go, Caravan closing in there. At which point the Grenadiers will have to retreat in the face of such superior firepower. Going for the flamethrower, which apparently PFC either missed or decided he didn't want. Jackson that ready against any German Panzers. Leaves the being met by the MD42 pinned down. My god, I think this flamethrower may have been cursed. No, we're just getting shot at. Oh. Tier 4 for PFC, I think under the current circumstances is a bit interesting decision. Like, I don't know, I think, well, interesting, by which I mean not optimal. I feel like she's been pushing more Panzers right now, so VonIvan's bearing down on him pretty aggressively. Like if he's starting for the Tiger tank, it's not great. If he's not starting for tier 4 again, I don't think it's particularly amazing either. I feel like he needs more medium armor up before trying currently to go for, like, you know, tier 4 here versus VonIvan. For that to, like, really have a great chance of success, because right now, with this sort of things being a bit in a balance there, like, you know, him stalling for tier 4, whatever it's in, there's going to be, like, significant room, give VonIvan significant room to, like, you know, push in fairly aggressively, so definitely questionable decision here for PFC under the current circumstances. I think you should just push more troops now against VonIvan rather than trying to, like, you know, save for the slightly bigger things. Northern Punk, you see, to the Rav squad. We got ace level 10 kills there. Troops enforcing healing. Fix up the Stuart. Armored car, Panther going for the Rav squad up north. Sending them running. Mortifying the Grenadiers, veterans one gain there.
capture points.
Artillery called in with VonIvan on PFC's small machine gun position there. But yeah, my guess is he's stalling for the Tiger tank here. If VonIvan reads this situation correctly, he can then push hard in against PFC and punish him for that actually. Again, it does require that VonIvan like realizes this in one way or the other, just gets really aggressive as he's typically want to do anyways, because he is a fairly aggressive player, so he doesn't even necessarily need to realize it to be able to punish PFC for it.
The enemy is taking our territory.
I've got in for the Panther 4, nice shot there by it. Quick suppress T in the center, we got the cav rifleman forwards here, so there's a machine gun now allowing to push rear. Pioneers are definitely in the danger zone here of getting actually executed here. Panther 4 falling back, MD4 shooting hill, Jack's on the hunt here. Good shot on the Panther 4, we got the Pack 40 lined up. Target weak point as well there, but misses. Meanwhile up north here, VonIvan's using grabbing the northern points as well, denying them to PFC. Thumbs up to that. Very economic uses of forces there. Pack wiped out is a definite huge issue for PFC there, because that means he currently has no anti-tank weapons, which like to help store for the Tiger tank. And he's getting close there, but definitely he's got less firepower to like really challenge VonIvan with.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Artillery called in here on the Grenadiers. Does dodge it. Let's see what VonIvan goes for. Another Jackson maybe, Sherman, Scots, load of Stuarts. There we go, 76 machine weather for VonIvan.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Bit of repairs going on here, but overall, really tough spot now for PFC to be in. He's definitely lost infantry, he's got not a lot of support weapons, he lacks light artillery, in part because he can't even, like, say, quickly call in the mortar after, because he's now focusing all of his resources on the Tiger tank. So that Tiger tank absolutely, like, needs to come, like, in swinging hard here and decimate VonIvan, otherwise he's going to be in, like, a really bad spot. Plus, he needs to, like, you know, avoid that anti-tank mine. If, like, the Panther 4 hits before the Tiger tank arrives, or the Tiger tank hits that mine, that's going to be, I think, an instant GG here for PFC. Sherman ready. Jackson dealing with the advancing Panzer 4.
We're losing a capture point.
There we go. Ralph Scott's moving forwards there. And again, we can see that PFC is playing very, very passively again. He's not really attacking a lot because, you know, he needs to set up that manpower for the Tiger tank as well. So he's really just like, you know, allowing his opponent to like just pretty much lock down the map, which, if anything, makes it even tougher than for the Tiger tank like make an impact. So there's definitely a lot of risks involved with this maneuver here for PFC. A lot of risks. But there you go. Tiger tank is available to call in now here from nearby 102nd Schwere Panzerabteilung. North Vietnamese caught with a light tank, 50 cal as well there. Is he gonna push southwards? I think he is. Will the Pioneers keep pace with it? No, he's moving towards the centre then. Hasn't laid down any more of those mines, I don't think he has. Shoots the Ralph squad there. Gunners up north here. The assault is fairly broad here for PFC, to be honest. And as you might notice, he's being very cautious with his Tiger tank, which I understand, but again, further defeats the purpose of the Tiger tank because, again, he spent so many resources. He's got barely any map control. He can't, to an extent, afford to play passively. He needs to, like, also support it properly. There you go. Gets punished. He's got a quick cab rifle, got pulling out a corner here. Satchel charging the Tiger tank here, or Panzer 6. And that's going to blow its engine, causing significant damage here to the German heavy tank. Got the Sherman moving forwards against it. Good hit from the Tiger tank, punching through the Sherman, doing quite a bit of damage. Bazooka teams and Stuart here flanking from the north here, leaving PFC in a real spot of bother. I doubt that man's going to end up doing anything because he's not going to need it. He is utterly crushing PFC here in the end. Jackson there gains 52 armoured car, shattered and destroyed. Panther 4's about to go up in flames here. Sherman flanking in on the Tiger tank. Another settle charge. Oh dear, PFC is getting absolutely pummeled here. The Tiger tank survives another shot there. Doesn't get the Sherman. The Panther 4 shot bounces. He pops smoke here to further obscure the line of sight. There he gets the Sherman with it. Leaving just behind the Stuart, but most of PFC's armor is ready for the scrapyard. But somehow he kind of came out of that one. But yeah, his tanks are like in absolute dire need of repairs. In fact, they have to consider calling in more pioneers just to speed up the repairs here. Maybe pulling through here. This actually was some more the smoke man actually bent. Oh, it doesn't end up, but it could have like theoretically. There you go. Third pioneer squad for PFC. His forces are definitely worse off. Where there you go. Pioneer rushing force can grab back the machine gun. Could cost them. Yeah, that's a pretty tough spot for the Germans to be in. There you go. Machine gun wipe, meaning he pretty much just wasted the pioneers anyways. They could have just fed up repairs on the Panther and the Tiger tank instead with that. 131 versus 365. Pioneer teachers reinforced and the Tiger tank needs to be repaired. But he's going to go for that machine gun again, isn't he? PFC is under tremendous pressure here for VonIvan, and I think it's causing him to make some slightly desperate decisions here. And there you go, another satchel charge, this time on the Panther 4. There's a total of 3 of these satchel charges here, and they're definitely making an impact there on PFC's forces. It's Panzerwaffe. Pioneers rush force here. Another Grenadier squad there for PFC. We got 101 versus 365. We got the Pioneers just hard at work, trying to get that Tiger tank to work again properly. I'm sure they're mainly complaining about those dry wheels, as they were pretty difficult to maintain due to, of course, being, you know, interwoven like they are interlocked. But again, it gave the German tanks a lot more stability, but again, it was a real bastard for maintenance and repairs. Again, he's being flanked by the Cavalry. We get 17 kills at ace level. Brav's coming from the other side here. PFC's gun is though extending. He's rushing in. He is frantically trying to stabilize, even as like things falling apart under him like sand. Tiger tank is more or less good to go. Need to push it in now. And there you go. Grenadier squad wiped out. The fresh ones called in. Got absolutely massacred here by VonIvan. No mercy shown here. Tiger tank rolling head his head to the front line. And we got combined arms. Oh my. Tiger tank moon shoots there. Jack gets a good hit off. Oh. Oh! It happened! The Tiger tank, it's immobilized! The treads got blown off! It's a Christmas miracle! Someone actually used to immobilizing mines and immobilize something big and important! Hot damn. So there you go, GG, game over at this point. We still got the Panther from. He's kind of sort of breached through some of VonIvan's elements, but he's just still on victory points. Like, even like he somehow managed to come back. By now, it's gonna risk being too late. But PFC is clearly not acquitted. They almost got the machine gun. Jackson going in there with 6 trap rounds. Good shot there. Panther 4 is itself close to the ace level. Shoots, misses. Panther 4 there. Near ace level. Ground the center of the Pioneers. Missed. The Jackson on the hand did not miss. The Panther 4 that does gain the ace level here. Eventually, free increased rate of fire, increased mobility. But there you go. Jackson was in there. Pop smoke, but doesn't move, allowing the Jackson to easily pinpoint its location and shoot a 90mm armor piercing rounds into it, blowing apart PFC's last remaining tank. His last hope, a flame. So that was pretty brutal. His force mostly now a mix of Grenadiers and Pioneers and a single MU-42. VonIvan can go for more Sherman, should go for Scots, and there you go, PFC surrenders. A loss for the German army. The 116th Panzer Division is forced to withdraw, battered, beaten, and blown up. So there you go, GG, game over. A fierce fight here, a contest of wills and wits on Nexus. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. As for the show, say afterthoughts. Again, PFC would have benefited from mortars. Like the ability to provide smoke, I think would be very strong, and the plan to go for the Tiger like he did, I think was also awkwardly executed, and I think ultimately these VonIvan's like gain control of the situation. Had he not gone for that, so I think push for more medium armor first, I think PFC would have been a much better spot. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it, and again, if you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Also consider donating or pledging on Patreon, support the Propagandacast and the Propaganda Cat Basil. This is Imperial Instinct. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for a Mouse episode. Bye.